So here's something you don't really think about until you absolutely need it. A printer. And not just any printer, but a modern, wireless, all-in-one printer that promises to make printing feel less like a 2008 office nightmare and more like something that just works. This is the HP NV6155e. On paper, it checks a lot of boxes. It prints, it scans, it copies. It does duplex printing, it connects wirelessly, and it even tries to plug itself into the whole smart home ecosystem HP has been building for a while now. But specs are one thing, real life is another. So let's talk about it. First impressions, it's compact, clean, nothing flashy. It doesn't scream office machine, which is actually kind of the point. This is designed for home users, students, remote workers, people who don't want a giant machine dominating their desk. Setup is where things usually go one of two ways with printers. Either it's smooth, or it becomes a troubleshooting rabbit hole that tests your patience and your belief in technology. Here, it leans closer to the smooth side. You power it on, connect it to Wi-Fi through the app, and it walks you through most of the process. There's still that classic printer moment where you're wondering why it needs 5 minutes to understand your network, but overall it's pretty straightforward. Now once you're actually up and running, the first thing you notice is the sound. It's not silent. It has that familiar inkjet personality. The soft mechanical whir, the paper feed, the printing head moving back and forth like it's doing calculations in real time. It's not annoying, but it's definitely present. Print quality is where things get more interesting. For everyday documents, assignments, invoices, tickets, general text, it's sharp, clean edges, readable text, no weird smudging. Exactly what you'd expect from a modern inkjet in this category. Color prints are decent too. Not professional photo lab level, but for school projects, casual images, presentations, it absolutely gets the job done. Colors lean slightly safe, not overly saturated, which is usually better for documents anyway. Speed though, this is not a race machine. It's steady. Not slow enough to frustrate you immediately, but not fast enough that you want to print a 50-page document and just stand there waiting. It's a send the print and walk away for a bit kind of experience. And honestly, that's fine for a home printer. Now let's talk about something that matters a lot more than people expect. Mobile printing. HP has been pushing their app ecosystem hard, and this printer is very tied into that experience. From your phone, you can print documents, photos, scan directly, and manage settings without touching the printer itself. And when it works, it actually feels seamless. You tap print, select the document, and it just shows up. No cables, no driver headaches. No, why isn't my laptop detecting this moment? But it does rely heavily on Wi-Fi stability and app permissions, so your experience is only as good as your network setup. Scanning and copying are exactly what you'd expect. Flatbed scanning is clean, text recognition is solid, and for basic document digitizing, it's more than enough. Nothing groundbreaking here, just reliable functionality. One of the bigger talking points is the instant ink system. HP includes a 3-month trial, and this is where the printer subtly shifts from a hardware product to a subscription ecosystem. The idea is simple. Instead of buying ink cartridges randomly when you run out, you subscribe and HP sends ink when your printer detects you're low. In theory, it's convenient. In practice, it depends on how much you print and whether you want another subscription in your life. For light users, it might actually make sense. For heavy users, you'll want to do the math carefully. Design-wise, there's not much to complain about. It blends into a home setup easily. It's not trying to be futuristic. It's just clean, neutral, and practical. Now here's the real question. Who is this actually for? This is not for high-volume office printing. This is not for photographers who need ultra-precise color accuracy. This is for the average home user. Students, remote workers, people who print documents, assignments, shipping labels, occasional photos, and just want something that doesn't turn into a problem every time they use it. And in that lane, it actually does pretty well. It's not exciting technology. It's not something you show off. But it's the kind of device you only notice when it's missing. And that might be the most honest way to describe it. It works. It connects. It prints. And most importantly, it doesn't get in your way too often. In a world where even simple devices try to be overly complicated, that alone is kind of refreshing. So yeah, the HP NV6155e isn't trying to reinvent printing. It's just trying to make it normal again. And for most people, that's probably enough.